When was the last time you sat down and started thinking about how you're gonna grow your income, thinking about what are you gonna sell? Number one, you have to live below your means for now. I say for now because living below your means does not necessarily mean that forever you're gonna live like a beggar or a pauper. Already in your mind, you're already planning how am I gonna use this money? Which restaurant am I gonna go to? Okay, guys, today I want to talk to you about escaping the paycheck to paycheck trap and building true wealth for yourself. Now, if you're in this show, you know that we talk to men about their meaning, their purpose, their money, and their fulfillment. We're committed to ensuring that men find those because I believe that if men truly have those things, society will be a better place where we take care of our children, we take care of our women, and we take care of our wives for those of you who are married, and basically be able to take care of even those who are not able to take care of themselves. Life is about significance. When you open the chapter of It's More Than Just Money, the first chapter in the book, It's More Than Just Money, the best selling book that I've written, it says significance is calling. Will you answer? It's a question. Significance is calling. Will you answer? And with that, I say you were not born to just pay bills and die. You were not. And you have to break free from that. Most people are conditioned that you have to be working, paying, and be left with nothing. And the reality is that if you don't break away from that, it is going to be the biggest trap of your life. You're never going to be able to enjoy life. You're never going to be able to take care of your children. And you're never going to be able to scale your life to the next level. And speaking of scaling, adprop.co.za is one of the platforms that can help you scale your property investment portfolio, either by helping you find a tenant. If you've got a room in your house that you want to rent out, you've got a property that you want to rent out, you have to list it on adprop.co.za. And in addition to that, if you're looking for new property to buy so that you can scale your property investment portfolio, you have to get onto adprop.co.za. If you're a service provider, you've got a business, you are maintaining properties, renovating properties, you're a builder, you're a plumber, an electrician, go list your services on AdProp so that our thousands of property investors and property owners are able to find you. Now, this is why most people are trapped. Number one, a lot of people spend their money before they even invest it. A lot of people upgrade their lifestyle every single time they get a raise. And that's the reason why a lot of people will never be free, because they are more focused on spending than they are on investing their money. And some of the money they have you ever waited for some money that's coming? And while the money is being, maybe a payment has been promised that they'll make a payment for you for a certain project or it's your bonus, already in your mind, you're already planning how am I gonna use this money? Which restaurant am I gonna go to? Which kind of shoe am I gonna go to? What kind of holiday destination am I going to go to? That is spending the money before even the money arrives. And they spend it before investing. And there has to be a certain level of commitment towards investing your money. And it's a deliberate effort. Now, yesterday we were packing these books behind me, right, as we're renovating our office and cleaning it up. And one of my colleagues said to me, geez, so many books. How long did it take you to buy these books? And I said, I started buying these books when I was in my 20s, perhaps even in my teens, late teens. And it probably must have been one book a month that I was buying. Then sometimes I would buy two, sometimes I would buy three. But cumulatively, they compounded into what they are now. That speaks to compound interest. So, meaning the little things that you do on a daily basis, monthly basis, compound to form a whole part of something. So, if I wanted to buy all of them right now at this specific moment, it would be a significant investment because they're not cheap, right? But because I bought little by little, one book at a time, it compounded it to something big. If you're investing, it's the same principle. You buy one share at a time, invest in one property at a time, list one room on AdProp at a time, find a property to buy on AdProp one at a time. With time, that is going to compound and accumulate into a whole. And then number two, you don't have an income strategy. Living month to month means you definitely don't have a plan and you don't have a strategy. Guys, life is about having strategic control. And strategic control speaks to being able to sit down and say, if I do that, I will get that. If I do that, I will get that. So my biggest question to you is, when was the last time you sat down and started thinking about how you're going to grow your income, thinking about what are you going to sell, thinking about what are you going to invest in, thinking about what skills you have that you can now start using so that people pay you for your skills. And number three, debt is your boss. You know, bad debt is always going to keep you in survival mode. It's locking you up in survival mode. Credit cards, I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking credit cards to invest in a business for as long as you know that you're going to generate enough money to cover for the interest and cover for the debt. But a lot of people take debt to fund the lifestyle. The same debt that they could be using to fund a business, they use it to fund a lifestyle, and that becomes the trap. But it's one thing to talk about the things that are trapping you but it's another to talk about also the thing that you can do to get out of there. It shouldn't only be about the thing that traps you, but it also has to be about the ways in which you can apply your thinking and do things to get yourself out of there. Number one, you have to live below your means for now. I say for now because living below your means does not necessarily mean that forever you're going to live like a beggar or a pauper. It simply means you are willing to take the sacrifices that are needed to reduce your expenses so that your income can be more than your expenses and you start investing the rest of your money. And number two, you can increase your income. So it's one thing to curb or cut out your expenses, but you also need to have the capacity to increase your income. As you cut down on your expenses, you have to develop a strategy that's going to help you increase your income. One of the ways you can increase your income, if you're watching this, get in touch with our office. You can become a distributor of our book. It's more than just money. You get in touch with us on distributors at qualitygrowthinternational.com or call our office on 0110 010 023 6001. 010 023 6001. You're basically saying, I want to be a distributor. I want to buy and sell the book. It's more than just money. The margins are good. You will be able to make money from doing that. And as you make money from doing that, you start investing it before you start spending it. Financial freedom, more than anything, guys, it's about control. Being in control of the things that you build, the money that you make, and also the money that you invest. You have to control your money. And as you do that, you will be able to control your life, right? Tomorrow, I'll speak about the difference between making money and building wealth, because there is a difference between those two. From myself, broadcasting from our office in Johannesburg, South Africa, it's more than just money. Peace out.